Greetings, traveler.
For the Druid. You like to pick it, of course. Like, Hydra is not bad in Druid, but I don't think you can compare it to Beastmaster right now. Necro for AoE buffs seems nice. Not a huge Wasp fan. Maybe I'm a giant Wasp fan. Forehead. The Mark of the Wild, I feel, does more for us. All of these are pretty decent, but Bone Mare looks like the preferred card for me. Swipe's not bad, of course. Bone Mare and Worm early. That's pretty solid. So this allows our... yeah, that's a 5. Yeah. This allows our deck to draft fairly light from now on, knowing that we have these two in the pocket already. Feels like we just picked this engine. Gloop could be okay, but with these two cards already, it seems like it's a bit of a bad pick. Probably want a 2-drop here. I guess Fisherman is more likely to do something than this guy. But this guy has the much better voice line, so it's not an easy pick, I guess. Or Spider Tank. Blood Knight, Bone Drake, or Grizzly. I'll probably end up with the Grizzly just because of Dragon Slayer. If Dragon Slayer wasn't the card, I would pick the Bone Drake. But feels kind of dumb to lose the game because you played a dragon. Shroomber is the best card here, but we have 3 4-mana cards. Sort of feeling the Starfire. Definitely take another Bone Mare. Blue Meter's fine. So our 5s aren't super aggressive. We might want 4, maybe even 5 drops, given that we have this in the Grizzly. Former Champ would be fine. Doctor would not be fine. Spring Rocket would be fine. I do want some more aggressively statted 5s, but I think I'm supposed to pick the Rocket for now. I think I'll pick another Necro just to try and open up those board buffs. Removal's not like amazing on this thing, but it's okay. Could pick up the Rock here. Gives us a more aggressively statted 5 than the Gloom and the Grizzly. Ethan's fine, but I want to be able to pick more bears. We have 2 Bone Mares and a Worm. Looks like Stegodon is the only Hearthstone card in this pack. Cool. Amalgam loses to Slayer, but Amalgam is a beast for Beastmaster. Frostrider is a little bit worse and more aggressive decks, but I think I still pick this. I think I would pick a Spider Tank over Frosty for this deck, but this is a Spider Tank with the text lose if your opponent has a Dragon Slayer or a Crab. Speak of the devil. So what does this deck need? Strong early game. Beastmaster does not trigger Amalgam, by the way. I think I'm feeling the Dragon Slayer a bit more. Does anyone know that interaction? I feel like I've buffed my Amalgam with the Beastmaster. That speaker? Yeah, that speaker's okay, but we have 5 mana plays. And I don't really have the initiative early every time, so I think we're supposed to take the better standalone. Scorcher or another Slayer? Yeah, I think you might be remembering something else. It feels really weird if that interaction wouldn't work, and I'm pretty sure I've done it. I feel like I might pick Slayer over Scorcher. I've got 2 Necros, it's a little weird. Old Shady is back. Guess who's back? Shady is back. Yes. I wouldn't go to say as old Shady is back. Maybe this guy doesn't know how to play Hearthstone. Back for good. I was never really gone, guys. You guys are acting like... Alright. Apparently Amalgam Beastmaster doesn't really give you what you want. This feels like a swipe now. Yeah. For sure. Probably just need the early game card. The Archmage wouldn't be bad. Oh. It's better. Might pick Pounce now. Naturalize wouldn't be bad either. But we do have a Savage Striker, so there's a little bit of synergy there. The Pounce is just that early tempo. Naturalize is good though. I feel like Pounce would be fine for us. We're okay with those tempo swing cards that lose value because we have value. Probably Claw for the same reason. Alright, it's not a Mega Defender. I could see Worm. I think Snail would be good, but I could see Worm. I'll probably still pick Worm. Because I think we've started to pick really defensively. And then in the end you might still not have enough stuff for it. 2 Worms, 2 Bone Mirrors, and 2 Worms, 2 Bone Mirrors and UI feels like there's no contest. Unless I run into Collins, but it should probably not happen at this hour. So yeah, I think I like it more. Third Dragon Slayer. We did not end up getting those board buffs, right? No power, no roar. So the Menace and the Necros, it's not ready for this deck. Ironbark seems like we're making the deck too heavy. But you could pick it. I think I'm just happy picking another broken, stupid Dragon Slayer, right? Mark of the Loa, Stone or Plague. I haven't had a Plague deck in a while, and this could be a Plague deck because you have 5 really strong late game cards. So if you would try Plague in a deck, this would be the deck to try it in. And I think I'm okay trying it. Because I've had lots and lots of Druid decks where Plague did not make sense. I think this is the first one where Plague makes sense in a while. What is this pack? Yeah, usually when you see Plague, you see higher tier cards. Usually it's Plague, Loa, and something. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I think we pick Plague here. Just because if it's not good in this deck, then it's just not good. Yeah, Mark of the Loa is my normal pick here, but usually I'm playing more aggressive as well.
Malfurion versus Garrosh.
Victory or death!
I must protect the wild.
Three Dragon Slayers seems good. It's just more chance that you get that bullshit interaction winning you the game, right? Is there a set date for the expansion? I think the 9th of April. I don't like skipping here, but I think going Slayer into Pounce Hero Power into Curve is probably better than skip into try and catch up. It's a bit bad if he has a Fiery War Axe, but if he has a War Axe, at least he's not hitting me in the face. You should see the artifact section. Alright, so we get to do our thing. He chose to not play that. So if I Pounce Striker, obviously I have a better board. But next turn I can still Striker, but I could also just play this. So the upside is to develop a 2-3. I guess in our deck, that's enough upside to take, right? It's the whole reason we drafted the extra worm, so that we could make tempo efficient plays and value inefficient plays. I think if my deck was faster, I wouldn't play it here, right? Funny enough.
A
their weakness.
Will you do an expansion card preview review? I'm not revealing a card if that's what you're asking, but I will
I see a vision.
I will probably like usual just look at the cards once they're all revealed. Yes. I think I would have hit the 2/3 here. He's probably trying to scorcher me, right? Like I do this, then I play this, and then he scorches me. Let's probably trade here. It's probably still Rager and don't trade Kipo. He killed our things. Feels okay, man.
At last, a worthy fool. Master. Easy prey.
I mean, that's his fault for drafting a dragon. Let's be real. Come on. You can't just draft a dragon and then expect to not get punished. Rawr, rawr, rawr. Do, 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 do. Good boy. Board clear. No board, no health. Pog. We're at the ready, boys.
Rams? Those aren't exciting.
I'm all in this one. I think I'm just gonna throw the Rager in. Do we hold the Slayer? Ten mana. Alright, deck. You know what to do.
It's time for a little.
You had a bad feeling about playing the first Slayer. Why don't you have overlay? You have to be a bit more specific. You mean like Innkeeper? Wee! Isoc, thank you for the 14 months. Welcome back. So, Warpath is a bit of a concern here.
Time waits for no one.
I don't know. This is not really a good play, but it's an okay play if he doesn't have Warpath. I'm not in love with this play. I can turn Innkeeper on. I think I forgot something, yeah. Where's Innkeeper? Let me know if it pops up. He did not have a Warpath. Hey, it popped up. I could think of 2 cards that lose me the game here if I play this. But I should play it. Like every other taunt is just worse if I don't play it, so I think you have to play it. Have you ever grown a beard on purpose? I mean, define beard. How long does it need to get?
Reactor core online.
Santa Claus beard? No, I've not. I've never grown a Santa Claus beard. This is why I like spider tanks. Order? That doesn't work for warriors though, right? And it's not magnetic.
Hide the polar
For
bears.
the wild.
Legend has it that if you make horse noises, the mare shows up next turn.
I live to serve the
Me and the mare's been through a lot. I don't need to make horse noises. Mitten lol, thank you for subbing. Welcome.
For the wilds.
master.
Welcome back, everyone.
Malfurion versus Anduin.
The light shall bring victory.
I must protect the wild.
It's a little monk ass versus priests. Pretty sure I'm throwing these. I think I'll keep it. Long time lurker. Alright. I'm just waiting until I stream Hearthstone again to drop the sub.
Job's done.
Greetings.
My greetings.
My greetings.
Greetings.
You just found the stream. Welcome, Mitten. Welcome. I've been streaming Hearthstone for like 4 years, but took a minor break. I don't know. How long did I stream out of chess, guys? 3 weeks? 4 weeks? Just because it's that pre-expansion drought. It's not that much going on right now. So we gotta practice a bit, get back in shape for when the cards are released.
Rams? Those aren't exciting.
Yeah, I have noticed, and I've said this earlier, that there is I'm not gonna say a hatred towards auto chess, right? That's maybe a bit too strong, but for a lot of Hearthstone viewers, it's like, ew, disgust, more like a disgusted feeling for auto chess. That's closer, right? Maybe that's closer, a disgusted feeling towards auto chess. It's like, auto chess, get that shit out of my face, you know? I think that's closer than a hatred feeling. All right, I think I'm gonna give up my my dude here. Play a little around AoE.
Don't mess with me!
Path is my destiny.
After seeing you play auto chess, I stopped playing Hearthstone. It's all auto chess now. I think it's a good game. I think that a lot of people who say like, oh, it's a really boring game, it's a stupid game, this and that, they haven't really given it a shot, right? And Chiza, thank you for the 3 months. Welcome back, welcome back. I don't hate auto chess. I'm just too old to learn another game. Yeah, for sure, for sure. I mean, I'm not saying that everyone that doesn't like to watch auto chess hates the game. Not at all. All right, so he's got 1 card from our deck and 2 minions from our deck. All right, so you could have some Violet Worms at the ready. That's something good to think about, right? When we hold swipe. Also, he might have stolen a Bone Mare. He might have Dragon Slayers, but I don't think I've got the stuff right now, so it's fine. So if we hero power this, it goes to 4. Put the 3 in and a 1 in. And if he has a Scorcher, Scorcher would be really, really unfortunate, but I think I have to tempo this out. Because next turn I want a Starfire. It'll line up really poorly versus Scorcher. It's actually quite annoying. I think I'm gonna do it a bit different. I think I'm gonna play this. But I'm gonna trade with the little dudes and this. Just to keep this. I think he's gonna Scorcher me with that WoW. It's either that or he's just impressed by the rope. Alright, let me have a look here. He does not have... he does not have the Scorcher. That's nice. So here, if we go in with the Starfire, we can just bump the 3. And we're just making a worse AoE board, but it should be okay, right?
Back, beast.
Back beast. Hey, deck. Showing up with the sword. What happened to auto chess? New patch and all downhill? No. I still like playing the game. It's for a couple reasons, right? The main reason is that I do intend to play the new Hearthstone expansion, so I want to get some games in. But also, like, I might enjoy playing auto chess a little bit too much right now because it's new, and I definitely did notice that I was slacking off in other areas. Like, for instance, the reference to me growing a beard. Sort of just like, kind of want to just play. Trog Loometer can lose the game versus a Cabal, which is a bit of a problem. Because the preferred play is to play this in hero power and cash in the 2-1. But it's very, very monk-ass if he has a Cabal. So if I go for Trog hero power and take it out, and he Cabals it, my next turn would have to be... for hero power. It's really bad. I feel like with this hand, I should just prevent big swing turns, right? So I don't think I'm playing this for a while. I think I'm actually just gonna go for the Frost Rider line. The other that is trade here and put this and this out. That might actually be better. It's pretty aggressive, but I think we can afford it. It's kind of a weird way to do that. I'll play that now, just because I'm gonna go 8 next turn, right? Yeah. Miss 2 damage. I prefer having the 2 damage available for next turn more than the guaranteed 2 damage on his face. That was an interesting turn, and if I have a different hand, but I still have the same cards I played, that might have been a very different turn. I mean, swipe hero power is so incredibly slow. But is swipe, trade, and necro that much faster? Essentially what you do is you'd replace your 3-4 with a 2-4 and 2 1-1s. That's arguably worse, right? So let's take the slow turn. Swipe now, he dies if he plays Worm. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, we're playing Swipe that round. It's just whether we trade with the 3-4 or develop the
Well
Necro.
played.
Even if he could mind control, we could kill him with the UI, funny enough. So you'd almost prefer him having 10 mana so he could play MC. No man, I got bad news for you.
Malfurion versus Uther.
I will fight with honor. I must protect the wild.
Hello, Rage Monkey. How am I doing? Doing alright. Frost Rider on 2. That's why I drafted.
Reporting for duty.
Making the dude here makes me think it's Repentance, but I can't get around playing this 4-4, so I have to do it. Hey. Feels okay, man.
Rams? Those aren't exciting enough.
The glory is mine.
Wow. That was unexpected.
Rams? Those aren't exciting enough.
But at the same time, I should have sort of expected it. He's like, He's like, do I value my Beastmaster more, or do I value his Beastmaster more? He values his Beastmaster more. Well, you know what I'm trying to say. Interesting. The unironic drafted eye for an eye. Damn. What is Hand of Salvation? It's an old secret from, it's not Taverns of Time, but the one after that. The arena event. Oh, maybe it was Taverns of Time. Didn't expect the eye for an eye, did you know?
Don't blink. You might miss it.
Terrible misplay on my end there. That's pretty good. Or put some damage into that in case he steeds it or goes in with a mech. It was the event before Taverns of Time, really? What was it called? What? My man. My man. We need to have a talk about the value of A-dates. We're going to need to have a talk about that. Do we value 8/8s more? No, not yet. Okay. I mean, we have all the time in the world, I agree. There's no need to make an 8/8. Making 8/8s, that's so... It's quite irrelevant, really.
Great show today, folks. It's all right. A real stinker.
He's got all the time in the world, chat. Not a care on his mind.
To Northrend.
Oh, my man.
Reporting for duty.
My man.
Amazing.
Amazing indeed.
Malfurion versus Maiev.
None can escape my fury.
I must protect the wild.
Ooh. Sexy. Sexy combo. Baiting the silence before Tyrion. I could see that. Part of me wants to just play a 3-drop here. And just go like... Aha. I guess that's just better, right? Yeah. I think I need to play more arena, because like for a moment there I was thinking, should I save this for like a Scorcher? Should always take this. I got a little bit too value oriented there. Should always take that Scorcher. Slayer. I guess I would not like to see a Shadowblade here. It's like the more annoying one. A Whirl Glider, on the other hand, is sort of manageable.
Lambs? Those aren't exciting enough.
I don't think I'm the kind of deck that has to push for face here. I think I'm okay playing around some magnetic stuff. I could pounce here to protect my minion, but I have pounce Savage Striker, and if he wants to slow down by daggering, that's perfectly fine. Our deck has 2 Bone Mares, it has 2 Worms. Eviscerate? It's fine. Like, this kind of game we win, right? If he just reacts to my stuff, we win, because we have, or at least on average, we should have way more stuff than he has. So, shouldn't feel uncomfortable playing this kind of game.
Flashlings are so fragile.
So Pounce and Striker now is 4 damage. I guess I cash in on the 1/1s instead.
Don't blink. You might miss it.
It's not bad.
Amazing. I see your weakness.
For the wild.
For the master.
We heal him for more, but he's on full HP, so it makes no difference. And now we're just in such a good position where we can curve out and have lots of stuff.
At last, a worthy foe.
Ha, this guy's toast.
Ugh.
I guess Rocket Hero Power just out tempos a Starfire here.
For the wild.
I've got an idea.
I suppose he has my UI, huh? Trickster. It's like Dinkelberg. I think I actually need to trade that because he's going to be able to recover tempo with UI.
Easy.
Feels bad, man. So his turn 10 is going to be deal 5 damage. Meaning playing Bone Mare into that seems sort of awkward. So I don't really want to Bone Mare next turn. I think I'm just going to play Necro and Taunt 1.
Time waits for no one.
Dark path is my destiny.
It feels really slow, but I don't think I'm going to be able to rush him down. Especially with the knowledge that playing Bone Mare seems bad next turn. Because if you play Bone Mare, you give him a perfect UI target. And he's going to UI the moment he can. Right? Like, they always play UI the moment they can. So I think I just Worm, go face. He trades my Worm, UI's the 2-4, not in that order. We go from there. Because now, it's also a good moment to play Worm now. Because you're not afraid of him playing a Scorcher because he wants to play UI. I'm gonna go face. I'm not gonna do this because now he might be afraid of Savage Roar lethal. There's a chance he's got Plague. There's indeed a chance, but that would honestly be better for us than UI, I guess. It's a lot of 1-5s. There we go. UI? It's a Rouge. Rouges have been known to have UIs from time to time. Crafty bastards. The other one is to just Starfire this. Maybe put a Slayer down.
Time waits for no one.
I don't like this too much. Oh, mouse is dead. Okay. Let's grab another one.
Desperate seas I roam.
Missed 3. I would explain, but I'm assuming that you're muted. Because I explained why we missed the 3, so that would not exactly be productive. How many mice do you have connected? 3. So sometimes it gives some issues.
This guy's toast.
Bone Mare hit him in the face. Feels pretty good now. He's like, I stole UI and I still lost. Pepe hands.
Malfurion versus Karash.
Victory or death!
I must protect the wild.
How many dragons have we slayed this run? 3, I think. When is a new expansion? I believe it is the 9th of April.
Drink with me, friend.
Drink with me, friends. Hey, Crisis. Hearthstone. Yeah. Gotta practice a little bit before the the expansion drops. Dragon Slayer pounces more tempo, but this is clean. The upside of Dragon Slayer pounce is next turn you can go volatile mark, but kind of just feeling the mark here. Probably gonna end up playing Slayer next turn anyway. Oh. Might have to go back on that statement. Spell power pounds. OP.
Smelly fish! Yummy fish!
For the wild.
I'll definitely be playing Hearthstone when the expansion drops, Doghouse. I'm still kind of going back and forth on what I'm going to be doing. Oh my god. Yeah, our Dragon Slayer might be pretty useful this game. Because I haven't really had a chance to sit down and write and go over everything. There's a legit world in which we don't Dragon Slayer this, right? Alright, well, I'm done thinking about that world.
At last, a worthy foe.
He has to have something bigger. Yeah, but what are you gonna do? Just drop Gloom Eater now? I'm not too sure. I guess I didn't really think of Warpath. Yeah, I'm rusty. Scorcher sucks. Your guy goes back in, right? So I'm not sure it sucked. But Warpath sucks, yeah. Here you can see that I'm rusty. A month ago I wouldn't have played into that Warpath. Mainly Doghouse, I need to see how fun the new system is. Because it's hard for me to anticipate how good it will be. I do think that its impact will be significant, so not just a little bit, right? Like I think after it'll either be a big hit or a big miss, the rotating set system, so. I don't think I've ever seen Shady's hair this long. Let's see. This is actually pretty alright, I think. It's definitely been longer. Always do what's best for you. Yeah, I mean, but I think it'll be apparent for... I think it'll be apparent fairly quickly, right? How fun it is. Because they will have so many cards they will need to bucket.
I dream and the world trembles.
It'll be sort of difficult to manage. Keep growing the beard and the stash should look good. My girlfriend hates it, so I was like, fine. Okay. What an irresponsible young man. Going face like that. What if I have? Naturalize? Are you playing around Savage Roar, Power of the Wild, and various other board buffs instead of Naturalize? That seems rather weird.
What to do?
Oh, come on, game. Not really weird since they are more common. No. Specifically, Naturalize has to be more common than Power of the Wild, Savage Roar, Branching Paths, Geist, and what have you. There's no way, right? Your girlfriend hates it when you shave. Oh. Show me the damage first. This is rude.
I concede.
Bubble.
Malfurion versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
I must protect the wild.
Where are you guys? I only killed one minion for free. This is unacceptable.
Smelly fish! Yummy fish!
For me, the class that was most consistent before I took a break was Mage. Stickovish.
A stranger will offer you aid.
A stranger will offer you aid. Will offer me what? What phase?
Dark path is my destiny.
Ha, rookie mistake. Playing a dragon against a player that potentially has Dragon Slayer in his hand. At least you got it out of the way. You can play a Scalebane now.
At last, a worthy foe. For the master.
I don't know why you'd Scalebane into this, but I'll take another Twilight Drake. What is this? A game of some sort? Hey Shapiro. Shady Dragon's Bane. Yeah, I mean, I'm sort of just embracing this stupid card for this run. Pointing out how incredibly stupid it is. Now that they're going to rotate this set back in at some point, I really hope that they ban it, but I have very little hopes for it.
As long as it keeps out arrows. Foul lizard!
Hide the polar bear exquisite.
At last, a worthy foe.
Congratulations, Shapiro. Yeah, dude, the game just gets more and more fun the higher you climb. Like, after I hit Queen, I just couldn't really enjoy Bishop lobbies anymore. It just gets more and more fun. What do you think about the new Henge clan? I haven't actually looked at much. I've seen some powerhouse cards on Twitter here and there. But I plan to look at everything in one go. Is that a Scottish accent on the Slayer? Wouldn't know. Not an expert. Alright, so you probably want to play Bone Mare or Worm next turn. Could just swipe Hero Power, could just swipe Cruel Taskmaster. It's probably okay. Tok, tok. Yeah, the dragon I've seen, but it's a legendary, right? Or not? Dragon Roar is common. Yeah, but we were talking about Paladin, right? Oops. Concedo-sar, I choose you.
For the wild.
Dragon Slayer on a Twilight Drake. That felt okay.
Let the pain speak to me.
That was the best class for an arena right now. I couldn't really tell you, but before I took my break, I liked Mage the best. If you don't know where to go,
Malfurion versus Jaina.
You asked
Jaina.
for it.
I must protect the wild.
Did the auto chess server go down again? I'm just practicing to get ready for the new expansion, Kangen. Forcing mage in Hearthstone as well, Monk has.
Hide the polar bear.
I've already potentially lost the game because I made some mistakes that I normally wouldn't have. He's got an apprentice? Or dead speaker. Oh, ankle biter.
Smelly fish for the wild.
Phoenix would have been alright here.
Out of my jungle. The real stinker.
It's probably better to get the hit in.
What does the future hold?
So pretty nasty early game, but we're getting back on board. Oof. Now that you mention it, Stein hasn't showed up yet. There's a lot of Monk ass in chat. This is concerning. What happened to Stein? Monk ass.
Incredible discovery.
So that's another secret. Okay.
Don't think. Am I this?
Foul leather.
The real stinker for the wild.
Swipe felt like an okay card for him there. Deploys the worm.
I will be your doom. Ready? I'm
So Amani Warbear into both runes and entity is fine. Not so fine into another Frozen Clone. But if he has Frozen Clone here, he overdraws. So assuming he's a good player, it's not Clone. So dangerous assumptions to make, of course.
What to do? For the wild.
You like Bone Mare and Smork him? I feel like we're good right now if he doesn't have a poly anyway. I don't think we gotta go like super all in. I mean, it's not just poly, right? It's just anything. Like the runes would already make the Bone Mare more awkward. Yeah, but you don't know I'm gonna play bear, right, deck? Dash to catch, of course. I think we have to play another worm to play around the AoE.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Unity.
Precision. Perfection. Does he have the Blast Wave? Doesn't feel like he has the Blast Wave. What did we lose to? Ysera.
We hear your heart.
Beautiful, right, chat?
Well played.
Malfurion versus Uther.
I will fight with honor. I must protect the wild.
Reporting for duty.
Ride the polar bear express.
That solves our problem. It's pretty nice. We could have also coined Striker into hero power, but being able to do this on 4 is pretty okay. Is this a new Dota 2 mod? It's an auto chess mod. Like instead of buying the pieces from the shop, you just get a random piece from your deck every time. Wow.
See your weakness.
Not quite sure why he wouldn't kill at least the Beastmaster. Maybe he has a Valkyr? Valkyr or Fungomancer. It's the only thing I can think
A
of.
good defense is a great turtle.
I didn't think of that. That's pretty darn useful. Hey, Sinet! Thank you for the host, my man. Welcome, guys. How was the stream? I'm practicing a little bit for our event that's coming up.
For the wild.
Easy prey.
Time waits for no one.
Debating whether I ever play this, but I guess I should just play this, right?
At last, a worthy foe. Come, my pretty birds.
I would pay to watch you playing a complex class in Classic. Wow, that is incredibly specific. Yes, in it. I mean, for the expansion as well, right?
Your worth.
It's getting back in the swing of things. The face hit, though. Okay. That's a lovely Phoenix. Phoenix hero power. Get the thing. Feels okay, man. Could also just get the plague value here. But if I get the plague value, I have to sack guy here. It's not like Paladin will never play into plague again, right? Because I don't want to let this farm my plagues. Yeah. This is pretty good to begin with. Let's just take it.
For the wild.
It's good enough. Hey, Finland cat. But I'm doing well, Sinet. I'm doing well. How were the arena runs? You love Forager? I usually skip over it, but it's indeed quite good.
What to do? For the wild. Time waits for no one. What to
I don't like anything here, but I think that playing the two dudes instead of swiping is better. It's sort of close. Evil Ash, thank you for the 18 months. Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you for that. Whee!
I wonder.
It's sort of like Glimmerroot and Priests in it. I feel icky.
Reporting for duty. My shield for Argus.
Alright, so we got our plague if we want it. Ideally, I'd sack my 1/1 first, but that makes no difference, does it?
What
Yeah.
to do?
So plague for 3 1/5s, is that better? The other one is to just simply swipe. If you swipe the 7/3, you can just clear and put the Sen'jin down. I feel like that's probably better. Yeah. It's a bit unexciting. But I think it's just better than giving him the option to go with Silver Sword and stuff.
Time waits for no one.
See, which EU Hearthstone streamers would you recommend? I only watch you, Dreads, and Crip, but the other two stream late at night, and you've been playing Auto Chess. Let me think about that for a moment. There's lots. Chat can already help mention a few, because I feel like I always forget everyone. I mean, Sinet just hosted, and Sinet's now streaming in English, right? At least when I tune in. Is Colin's EU time? Sort of EU time, right? Depends a bit on what you call early.
Alas, a worthy fool.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you always streamed in English, Sinet, but yeah. Okie dokie. Because there are so many streamers you can mention that I usually don't go down that path, just because it's like I'm gonna start forgetting people.
Reporting for duty.
So I prefer chat to go off. Let's see how much attention he's paying.
For the wilds.
Behold the light of Stormwind!
How can this ever go wrong? This is a master plan, chat. Simply can't fail. There's just no cards that could do anything here. Doesn't exist.
Neither snow nor rain nor witch.
Feels okay, man. Getting punished for don't clear the pally table. Sorry, I don't mean to make fun of you, but that's just adorable, right? Wow. I like it. I like it. He's thinking he could always not trade into my Stormwind with a 1-2, right? Huh. I sort of want to play the Mark, but maybe Hero Power is just better now. I think I'd rather Hero Power.
Time waits for no one.
I guess I'll take one extra face for maybe some payouts. Can you make an alt account on Auto Chess without making a new Steam account? No, you have to have a new Steam account.
Loa, hear my call.
Reporting for duty.
Hey, what's up, Dojutsu? Let's first do this turn. I haven't really looked at a lot of the cards, Goober. I prefer to look at them in one go and then... I prefer to look at them in one go and then review them. So that'll be in a couple days when everything is released.
The red one tastes like cherries.
Reporting for duty.
Malfurion versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
I must protect the wild.
Turn to Yeti. Could be talked into that. Oh, thank you, Ego. It's a pretty good deck. I like the lead game. Double Bone Mare, Double Worm, UI. That's it's pretty darn solid.
I see your weakness.
I'd love to go face here, but if he has a Death Speaker, that's 2 free damage, so I think I'll just take the bump here. This used to be an auto chess stream. Hey, ACP Twitch. I gotta get some practice in, man. I already lost the game because I played into a Warpath. I was like, alright, Warpath, eh?
Don't blink. You might miss it.
Not too bad. I'm gonna try to keep this alive with Phoenix and this guy.
Pass me that arc-light spanner.
Wow. That's gonna be one hell of a Scorcher.
Hey, too slow.
Easy prey.
I'm gonna go face in case of the Scorcher. He does not have the Scorcher. That's good.
At last, a worthy.
He's got quite the opposite. So 6 cards in his hand. Grizzly's a 3/6 right now. Probably prefer a Glue Meter over that. Could also use the Spring Rocketeer, but there's not much reason to. Meteor would be bad. That's true. But on the other hand, given the size of our deck, if he meteors a 1/5 and a 4/3, it's sort of okay, right? I think I stand by my previous statement. Meteor would be pretty bad for the opponent. That's a nice save there. I like that. Oh, you just mean an arena tournament where they draft Winger? Or...
My turn.
Because what do you mean with random? Because if you draft your cards, it's not exactly random, right?
Smelly fish. Yummy fish.
We're gonna need to draw quite heavy this game to recover this. Don't think we'll be able to kill him fast. We're just gonna need to draw either RUI or some Bone Mares and Worms and stuff.
Truth is my shield.
It's pretty expensive, but we have a relatively okay clear.
Stinker.
It's time for a little blood.
Very nice. We could sack the 2-1 in. I guess that would have been okay. But 6 and 5 is 11, so probably fine. But throwing the 2-1 in could have been fine. Meteor would be pretty bad for you.
What to do?
Good thing you already played as Meteor. That's why we baited it earlier, chat. That is a big boy. That is a huge boy.
Time runs out on me. I wonder.
So there's a couple of plays here, and only one of them is correct. Will the opponent find the correct play? That was not the correct play. Holy shit. My man. My man. My man. He can still ping to kill my 5-5, but still better spots. I could have hit pounds, but that wouldn't have done anything right now.
The light protects me.
Really? A Mastodon in Arena? That's so unfair. Guess we take 6 and make our own big boy. Urgh. Could have pinged as Amani. Yeah. I guess what I'm trying to say is Amani and ping had to kill my dude every time. How many languages do you speak? So properly, Dutch, English, okayish, well maybe not even okayishly, but people will sort of understand me, but it'll be like, sure, like French, I guess. And then German, I understand a decent amount, I just can't speak it. Like, Worm into Plague is better. It's just about how much you disrespect your opponent here, right? Because if you disrespect your opponent, you go like, oh, I'll just play Worm, and then, you know, he'll play into Plague and stuff. I think we probably win if we just Plague here, so
Time waits for no one.
guess we Plague. Who needs German anyways, Cap? It's just, the vocabulary is quite close to Dutch.
Smelly fish. Yummy fish.
Boosh. Boosh. I did not anticipate the spell power Flame Strike. This is where I went wrong.
The dark path is my destiny.
For the wild.
We could have also used Starfire and not Hero Powered, but I think we have the long game. We just need to stabilize here.
Join the guild. We
Which is why I didn't just jam a worm. Just wanted to stop taking damage so we don't go into pyro range. Funny enough, the worm would have won us the game, but I still think that the plague on average is better, so it's fine. He hasn't been holding on to anything, so it's not super likely he's got the pyro. If he doesn't have the pyro, we might have enough time to stabilize. This is a pretty big turn. Like, he either has a good turn here and we're fine, and we're not fine. Okay. We needed him to not have a good turn here, and that was like one of the best cards he could have, given the situation. I don't think I've played this game well. I think I win this game in most situations. So we have to hero power or we're dead, right? So Bone Marrow into hero power potentially gets us there. My gut feeling on the plague turn was to play the worm. This is my gut feeling next time. Yeah, I think it's 1 out of 4. The rest just loses the game, yeah. 1 out of 5. So 20% chance to not lose the game here immediately. Why would you ever trade that?
I can
That's not the spirit of the game.
You asked for it.
I must protect the wild.
Job's done.
Don't blink. You might miss it.
Ride the polar bear express.
Tazdingo! Yes.
For the wild.
Hey, Substain. So many mages. Mage is pretty good.
I see your weakness.
Pog.
Rot into my core.
Wasn't it bad order? Question mark. I don't think so, but playing a little fast, so it could always be. I'd like to get ahead with the Trog. I guess you could Trog Snap Freeze, but then I might rather just Starfire. I'm a little afraid of that speaker. Guess I'll just Starfire.
I will be your doom. Ready?
Hero power hit. Battle cry, damage to death rattle. Death rattle when your minion appear, question mark. Did not quite get what you meant there. But if you're asking whether the bomb would still kill my dudes, the answer is yes.
Last. Our work is easy.
Hey, new neophyte. Yeah, I played poorly for my last game. I should have played a worm before I played Spreading Plague. I think it still has the higher win percent. I've been thinking about it. At the time, I thought the Plague was better, but Worm into Plague should almost always be better.
Flames consume you.
I'm a little afraid of one AoE clearing everything, seeing as I have a lot of reactive stuff in my hand and not many threats, so I think it's a little bit better. What is the win condition of this deck? Playing Violet Worm and hitting the opponent in the face repeatedly. And sometimes you cast this guy. That's mostly my win condition every time. Yeah, pretty much, right? It's a good win condition. Killing Worm against Druid. Monk ass.
Our vigil shall never end.
The light protects me.
Our vigil shall never end. Our vigil shall never end.
Does freezing the water elemental turn it into an ice elemental? What would the ice elemental do? It just can't move. Right? It's just a block of ice.
Mushroom power! warning you. I'm unstable.
Mushroom power.
Time waits for no one.
Don't mess with me.
For the wild.
I think that's better, right? Most cases, you just win next turn.
Come, my pretty birds.
You win.
Bloom first, then
Alfurion versus Rexar.
Let the hunt begin. I must protect the wild.
yeah. If the volatile connects with the bone mare, you can still put him in range of the UI, but then you might not trade with the elemental, I think. Yeah, it looked like an easy lethal, and then I'm like, maybe not. How do you rate Cauldron? Usually I don't rate it very highly unless I'm playing a deck with token generators.
I see your weakness.
Essentially, if your deck is low on value, but high on early game minions, you can take it. You pretty much auto-picked it last time I was here. Well, last time you were here, Ellie, it probably cost 7 mana, right? That's a long time ago.
Easy prey.
Hide the polar bear exquisite.
I'll deal 2 face because the trade into the 2/3 seems pretty easy for him, right?
The light protects me.
Don't blink. Am I this? The glory is mine.
Forgot that part. Yeah, Bone Mare was on another level back when it cost Smorg. I love it. Back when Bone Mare cost 7 mana, that was a different level. Hey, too slow.
Mushroom power.
I bet he was sitting there like, man, he gets to trade back.
The dark path is my destiny.
It's like, my fungal isn't as good as I wanted it to be. Alright, time for a dragon, baby. Let's go.
To my side.
He didn't get the dragon beast.
The beast is near.
The beast is near, yep. It's directly to your right or left, I guess, depending how you look at it. I don't know why that was so funny. I think I just Starfire, but let's see. You could also trade everything in and go Plague. That's not terrible. You could go Tolvir Hero Power. Tolvir Hero Power is a bit more board presence, but you take face damage, right? Yeah, I think I like this.
For the master.
If you had a choice between first pick Arthas, Hadro, what would you pick? I guess it would depend how serious I was about the run. I would love to pick the Hadro, but I think if I wanted to get the absolute best result, I guess you just pick the Arthas. But it's a tough-ish call. I can't really afford to get hit like that. Just need to get something to stick for Bone Mare or get a good plague. We'll see. 12 cards left. Oh, that's a thick hunter deck. A thick hunter deck. I'm not sure if that's Merps approved. So Bump and Plague is one play, right? Could also get the Bone Mare out now. But the 6/6 hitting my face is something I really don't want to have happen. Could also use Mark of the Wild, but next turn we can just Worm and taunt it up, so I think that's pretty good. So I'd probably take the Plague turn. Could even go double 5 next turn.
Foul lizard!
Alright, that doesn't kill my guy. Well, on the bright side, that doesn't kill my guy. I would have traded here. This has two effects, right? The first one is it doesn't kill my guy. The other one is it doesn't kill my guy. So it would be preferred to have 3 taunts here and have the Hemet at 6/2 and have the 2/5 on board. I'm surprised he trades first. Oh. I guess he's just good at the game. My mistake, my mistake. I feel like if you just taunt the worm and he doesn't have a silence, you can go double 5, you can go Bone Mare. The Nesting Rock isn't bad here. The Nesting Rock, the numbers are really awkward for him. Bone Mare now? I was thinking about it. It's either Bone Mare or Necro Nesting Rock. The problem I have with Bone Mare is if he has like a tiny bit of damage, we just get hit, right?
The dark path is my destiny.
I think this is more likely to avoid 6 to the face. Because if you Bone Mare the taunt and trade the 6/5, if he has an arcane shot, he just goes in, right?
To my command.
Time waits for no.
Guys, we're gonna need to set some ground rules here, right? Don't pretend like I'm good at this game. Just pretend that I haven't played in a month, right? Let's all just imagine that I haven't played in a month and just relax, okay? Hero Power Bone Mare, what are you thinking? See, to a superior mind like you, this might be an easy turn, but I'm just looking at stuff, right? Because you can trade, you can put the stake down for more effective taunt health. You have to think about which draws can save you. You have to think whether you can get lethal or not. Let's see. Now we got it.
For the wild. protect the wild.
The light.
Forgot about walls? Well, on the last turn he's dead, right? But about the other one, yeah, sure.
Smelly fish. Yummy fish.
So there's already 2 games this run that I played poorly. One of them we lost, one of them we won.
I see your
Unreal.
weakness.
Never seen Shady eating. I usually prefer not to eat during the stream, but if I have coffee, I need to eat something. Otherwise, my stomach is too upset.
Hide the polar bear exquisite.
Sure. I don't really like that trade. But if he has it's pretty good. You're human after all? I do require sustenance. Affirmative.
I wonder.
Didn't know the word? Now I do. No worries, man. I work on your English, you work on my Russian, and then we're good. I feel like it's a slow enough game that I can play Trickster Hero Power.
Don't blink. You might miss it.
That doesn't work. It's still fun though. I think I might pounce now that I drew this.
Look how it burns!
Because our hero power isn't the thing killing the thing, right? Our hero power gives our face extra damage, and then our face does the killing. That's why it doesn't work with this.
What fools
Oof.
these mortals be!
Yummy shroomish.
For the wild.
Bishop 4 chat.
Wanna blow something up?
Congrats, Stevie.
Float like a butterfly.
Sting like a bee.
Sting like a bee. So Bone Bear is obviously good, but I feel like we could get away with Starfire. I think if you go down that line of thinking, you have to see how likely it is you're gonna get a bone mare afterwards. Because this bone mare feels a little off, right? Because I like the 1-5 killing the 3-5. Yeah, I think we're good right now to play it a little slower. Oof. Yeah, we're okay. Queen 4, baby. Wow, okay. He can't get our UI anymore. Dude, I love Rare Parrot. Let's go. Let's try to save some health before the UI comes out.
The dark path is my destiny.
Just gotta not die here in Wiguchi. Last wave? Make your own less impressive blast wave. Got it. It's got a UI, get the health, and we're good.
For the master.
Now that we have the health, we can start playing things. And then we can use those things to hit him in the face. Yeah, Phoenix swipe, clear. Yep. Just trying to diffuse his potential to deal face damage, and then as he runs out, we just throw our big boys on the board.
Someday you'll be just like me.
Oh, he needed that a little bit ago, right? When I played the UI. How good was Dragon Slayer this run? Really good the first half. Hasn't done much now. The higher, I won't say rated players, but the higher win players aren't playing dragons. Level 2 Dragon Slayer? Pog. Alright, it's not runes. Feels okay, man. If it's runes, you can't play rock, right? Or at least you don't taunt your rock. So I was just thinking if I like that or not.
Need a key?
At 7-2, you did have lethal the turn before. I double checked the VOD. Can you be more specific as like what I did? Is that the swipe thing or? With the elemental where I needed to see what would happen or not?
Malfurion versus Anduin.
The light shall bring victory.
I must protect the wild.
I see your weakness.
table.
Unstable monkas.
Easy prey.
Hide the polar bear.
Empty board Frost Rider. Craigasm. Haven't seen Soup in ages. Soup's been here for the auto chess streams I saw. That's probably why. No shadow word pain, por favor.
Time waits for no one. For the wild.
Smelly fish. Yummy fish.
I like this because if he Scorchers, we Slayer.
Meddlesome insect.
I like this because if you Dragon... Oh, I don't like it. Never mind. I think I save it for whatever procced that thing, right? Shh, don't tell him, Jim. Don't tell him. Let him think he is safe. He doesn't know Pepe laugh.
At last, a worthy fool.
It's not a dragon. It's getting a little scary to just drop a worm into. The Glue Meter's a little awkward for Shadow Priest, and a 10 wins Shadow Priest is... I was thinking if he's got like a Divine Shield, I probably want a Glue Meter. Go forth, my worm. Didn't adapt into Dragon either. It was bad, man. He drafted Duskbreaker, so the chance that he has more dragons in his deck is very high. Probably Scorcher. So if he has a little bit more damage here, like trades, Smite, Scorcher, that would be annoying. Yep. The chance that he has dragons in his deck is pretty high. Any minute now. Any minute now, chat. I think I just play the 3s. And probably take the trade. We're gonna need that 3rd Slayer. Yeah, we are.
Don't blink. You might miss it.
Oof, that's a hit. Let's hope he didn't get my UI.
Lambs? Those aren't exciting enough.
So Shadow Madness, Scorcher. It's probably one of the worst things here. But yeah, we actually want our 3rd Slayer now. It's so stupid, right? But we just kept picking him in the draft because like, yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. Isn't Scream the worst? Well, we all know that no capable priest player would ever scream a worm without popping it first, right? So I think we're safe. Can't miss. It's crazy how many times they pop it, right? But I can sort of get it, I guess.
For the
Do people not play around Savage Roar? Yeah, I mean, I guess he's just in a position where everything sucks, right?
I must consider.
Wow. You're fired, Mouse.
Wow.
Spectacular.
How did that even happen? Well, that was awkward. It's too bad we don't have lethal here. Too bad, chat. Too bad. The mind control on the rock could actually swing it for him, right? Dude, what the fuck? Alright. Need to have a... I didn't mean to select the plague either. If I hero power his face, it's okay, but I can't, right?
Time waits for no one.
I still think I have to play it, and I don't think I can sack to play around it, right? How did that happen? Because I'm pretty sure I didn't take my finger off the button, because it was still on there after the swipe went on there.
You have been.
Alright. Hey, round 6.
Malfurion versus Arthas.
For Lordaeron, I must protect the wild.
It's been a while we played this. If you could change something about the deck to make it a 12-0 deck, what could it be? Those are dangerous questions to ask, right? Because I can give you... Basically, I can just give you changes until it's constructed, right? But I'll try to stick to as arena-esque as possible. What would I put in here to make it better? Maybe one, like, Tar Creeper or something. Tar Creeper Basilisk, some more powerful 3s. So Tar Creeper Basilisk. Maybe 1 or 2 good ones, potentially. Maybe minus a 4. I don't know, it's a pretty good deck. It's a solid deck. Solid deck. Oh yeah, Warbear. Warbear would make the deck better, for sure. Naturalize? Yeah, I picked the Pounce over Naturalize. Haven't really regretted it so far. It's a pretty good Mark of the Wild. Pretty good rock as well. Probably going with the rock, but Mark on the 2-4, kill the 1-3-5 is pretty solid. But I'll take the rock. Next turn we can mark +4. Savage Roar? Not sure it's a Savage Roar kind of deck. Like, 1 could be okay, but we might be adding too much fluff then. Steed? This is exactly why I didn't pick Bone Drake, right? Remember me saying that, chat? Like, I could pick Bone Drake here, but I might just get Dragon Slayer, so let's not. So let's not. Do I just mark the rock? Or do I just hero power? Honestly, we're in a really good spot. Sort of doesn't matter anymore, I think. Couple things we can do. Warbear's okay, but feels sort of unnecessary. Could Steel Rager hero power. Could Spring Rockets, Fire Plume, Pounce. Right now I think the problem with that is that you're getting rid of all your small damage. But it develops the board a lot more. So I think I like it, but it is getting rid of all our small damage. Maybe we trade this and save one of the small damage things, like Pounce. That could be okay, right? Like he might get a Prime Drake and then this dies anyway. I think I will save the Pounce. Rocket Rager's fine. I'd probably go Rager hero power in that case, but it's fine to play Rocket. Alright, Slayer off the top for the tilt. Let's go. I'm so good at this game! So good at this game! Imoniaki, thank you for the 6 months. Welcome back. That's some voodoo shit right there, chat. How much do I have? One off? Well, even if we had lethal here, not playing the Slayer is just stupid, right? There's that Prime Drake. Dragon Slayer MVP? Yeah. This run showcases exactly why I hate that card. I mean, the deck was good, right? Ding